Good morning, Jules. Got my jacket on this morning. It's 7 degrees here at the moment at Kalgoorlie Airport in WA. It's not a very warm start. It's only going to get up to about 17 degrees as well. And look, grey. Before I start today's episode, just an apology. I just wanted to say, sincerely, I'm really sorry to everybody who's watching this in Perth, who's reached out to me and wanted to meet up as I land in Jandakot, which was always the original plan, because unfortunately I'm going to have to take Perth entirely out of this flight plan trip around Australia because I've lost 2 days because of the weather and the storms down here in Kalgoorlie. To keep up with what I need to do to go round to the north, I'm actually just going to have to bypass the southwest entirely. And so today we're heading from Kalgoorlie directly out to the coast and up to Shark Bay where we're stopping tonight. So on this Outback trip, unfortunately we're not going to get to Perth at all. But at the end of the day, the only objective you have as a pilot is to get yourself, your plane and whatever you're carrying, milkshake in my case, safely from A to B. I will come back though, I promise. I will be in Perth sometime soon. Even if I fly with Qantas there, I'll come over to Jandakot and we can all hang out and it'll be awesome. But for now, Perth's off the table, I'm afraid. So let's get the plane ready and we're heading off to Shark Bay. Full power, static RPM, correct, temperatures and pressures, the green, airspeed increasing, 70 knots, through 80, flaps away.
Whiskey here, Kilo 1016, copy. Papa X-ray, Foxtrot 1016, copy.
Entering cloud, feeder heats on. Outside air temperature is 8 degrees though. Kilo Juliet November departure.
Kilo Juliet November.
Kilo Juliet November departed Kalgoorlie time 05. We're tracking 294. Passing 4,000, climbing 10,000, estimate Kalbarri 0643, Kilo Juliet November.
Kilo Juliet November.
Come on baby, come out of the cloud. Passing 5,000, climbing 10,000, outside air temperature is 3 degrees. Oh my god, that is brilliant. That's probably the best bit of IFR flying I've ever done.
Yeah, 618 departure. Product 619 standby.
Still climbing. Outside air temperature is 3 degrees. Checking the wings, no issues with icing. It did say it was up to about 8,000 feet and we're just coming up to 8,000 feet now.
Kilo Juliet November, identified, verify level.
Maintaining 10,000, Kilo Juliet November.
Kilo Juliet November.
At the upper the ram.
Probably see, if you look out the left there, you can probably see that there's a few more gaps coming through the clouds now. Clouds are definitely starting to get thinner in terms of the layer. It's definitely doable VFR underneath them. I'm really looking forward to getting to Shark Bay today. It's the airport itself is a nice long strip. It's 1,690 metres long. But we're going to land in Shark Bay, and then what I'm doing is I'm actually jumping on. There are Rex flights. Rex is Regional Express. It's one of our regional carriers here in Australia. Shout out to any Rex pilots out there who are watching, and big respect to everyone who flies for Rex, because they go into some pretty remote strips They don't have a lot of facilities there, and the turnaround time, man, it was impressive. So one of the Rex aircraft landed at Ceduna and departed in the time it took me to pre-flight Kilo Juliet November. So big respect to all you regional pilots out there, if any of you are watching. I'm also super grateful to all of you watching now, and all of you who've watched the last 2 videos on the channel as well. It's got some really, really good feedback. I've loved your comments. Put your comments, or anything you want to know about the flight, the preparation, the cirrus, what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. Yeah, anything about the aircraft or the plane or the flight you want to know, let me know in the comments below. I'm trying to go through all the comments when I get to my destinations each night and try and respond to all of them, as many of them as I can. Whatever your reasons for watching, I just want to say I'm really grateful, and it's really good to have you along on the trip, because I've got someone to talk to as well. I know I've got you, Milkshake. Maybe Milkshake needs a change of scenery. Why don't you sit up there for a bit? Now that's the good view. Fuel tank change. Yeah, we're running on the left. There's about 2 gallons difference between the 2 tanks at the moment. May as well do a fuel tank change. Checking the temperatures and pressures, making sure everything's okay. Fuel flow's good. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Then just switch across to the right tank. Make sure that's locked into the right tank. I give it a couple of seconds just to make sure. Go back to the fuel flow. 13 gallons an hour, that's right. Temperatures are all good. When I'm happy with that, I turn the fuel pump off. And then I look straight up here. Fuel flow should go down back to what it was when we leaned out. Just over 12.5, that's right. Confirmed, we're on the right. And then I write down in my fuel log here, which is pretty messy, but it's not how pretty it is, it's just what you're actually recording. So that was time 4:2. On the left I've got 32. On the right I've got 34. Total I've got 66. That took too long, Steph. And that was a change to the right. So I can see as well my little fuel plan. I can see that basically, let's say in an hour I've gone from 75 gallons to 66 gallons, so we're burning 9 gallons an hour for that almost, say, 55-minute leg. It doesn't matter how you do your fuel management during your flight. What matters is that you do your fuel management during the flight, obviously. That's just my way. 54 minutes until we get to Shark Bay. We've got to do our descent from 10,000 down to circuit height, let's roughly say is 1,000 feet. Now, just quickly, here's how I do my top of descent calculations. Everyone has their own way of doing it. This is the way that I was taught, and I really like it because it's really simple. 10,000 feet, I need to get to 1,000 feet. So I basically assume I'm going to descend at 500 feet every minute. So my top of descent is not done on distance, it's all done on time. So I say 10,000 down to 1,000, that's 9,000 feet. And at 5,000 feet a minute, you just basically multiply by 2. So 9 times 2 is 18. And then I add a 2-minute fudge factor. So the 18 plus 2, nice and simple, it's 20 minutes. And all I need to do then is work backwards. My estimated time into Shark Bay is 1:08. So 18 minutes past the hour. So 20 minutes before that will just be 5:08. And on my watch, 5:08 is about 40 minutes away. And all I do is I write TOD, top of descent, 5:08. I write it in big letters. Sometimes I put a circle around it. Then all I need to do is wait until that time, 5:08, and I just start my gradual descent. My wonderful wife, Jackie, a lot of you will know Jack from some of the other vlogs, packed me a whole bunch of snacks before I came out here. I don't know what these are. I'm not sponsored by Tom and Luke's Snackables, peanut butter and cacao. Oh, these are good. There'll be none of those left by the time we get to Shark Bay.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome, this is Monkey Mire. This is the east side of Shark Bay. So as we were coming into Shark Bay, just as we were coming in on our approach, when I was looking down at the water down there, if you just keep going around the coast a little bit more, then you'd come to this place. It's called Monkey Mire. Isn't this what flying's really all about? I mean, the flying itself is great and we all enjoy that, but coming to places like this, use your private pilot's license and get out there and see more of the country that you live in. Now I'm going to sit here, watch that sun go down, do a bit of flight planning for tomorrow. Tomorrow's video is going to be an interesting one. So we're going to be flying from here in Shark Bay over to Carnarvon, which is only a 20-minute trip because we need to get fuel. There's no fuel at Shark Bay where I'm parked up tonight. Refuel at Carnarvon, and then the longest leg of the whole trip, which is Carnarvon to Broome. Thank you for watching today's episode. Hope you enjoyed that. If you did, give us a like. And if you're new to this channel and you're just watching this series and you've never heard about me before, or you've never seen any of my videos, do subscribe if you like your aviation and travel content. New videos come out as very often as I can. It's been a long day. I'm tired.